Take 15 drag queens all competing to be our season 1 winner in the biggest cooking show that isn't the biggest cooking show on the planet. They'll have to slice, dice and chop their way to the crown. Whoever has the highest score at the end of the 5 weeks will be our winner. Whoever wins will receive £100 in fake money and a lovely bottle of Kylie wine. It's not sponsored though, because I don't have a budget.
Well, with 1 week until our finale and the hundreds of thousands of you that reached out online, I thought that I would dedicate an episode to showing you what I would do. I'm normally the voiceover. It's Skylar Cister. Skylar Cister is the dumbest bitch in Manchester. Having been a part of the drag scene here for about a year, she's taken Manchester by storm, but not with talent, but the stench of her arse. When she's not hosting at New Union on a Wednesday, you can find her drunk in any corner of any bar or doing spontaneous gigs at venues such as On Bar, Cruise 101 and The Brewers. Skylar loves a bit of comedy and she can't wait to show you her swagger jagger this week in the kitchen. That was really weird to do it in third person. Moving on. I think it's time we meet my first guest for this week. And when she's not behind the camera saying stuff like this...
Don't look at the camera, Summer. Connor, I'm going to break immersion by saying you're directly in the reflection and I need you to move because I can see you posing and taking your ass pics.
And this...
You're all so thrilling.
She's been behind the camera all season long, but now it's her turn. It's Molly Kelday. Molly, more commonly known as the Taste Girl, is our 6'7" tall goth camera woman who lives in a storage unit and always has 50p to her name. Her hobbies include drinking Jaeger bombs, listening to Kylie Minogue, and wearing no clothes on a night out. When she's not in the front row of every single drag show in Manchester, she can be found vomiting in the toilets of Filthy Gorgeous or eating tiramisu on Ramona's couch. And as Molly is a vegetarian, I'm going to make sure I can feed her. She looks like she needs it. Are you excited, Molly?
No, I'm not. I think she's going to poison us. I think it's going to be bad. I'm not excited.
Perfect. I love that answer. And my final dinner party guest has received an invite back from last week because I realised while we were watching it that she simply cannot cook and I've got to give her a lesson. So here we are. It's Ramona Love. But let's just skip over her intro because she got enough airtime last week.
I did watch my previous episode of Come Drag With Us in which you scored me... What did you score me again? Just remind me.
It was a 6.
6. So I'm just excited to have the roles reversed.
Anyway, for my starter, it's a good old classic. A spit roast.
That's not going to be nice, is it? Are you spitting on it?
Right, traditionally a spit roast is one of two things, and I'm interested in neither of those two things. So I'm excited to find out what the fuck this is actually going to be.
It wouldn't be the first time that Skylar has spat on me.
Watching this in the edit, I don't know what that means because I am actually a gay man.
I'm concerned about that, to be honest.
Time to find out what Skylar Cister's main is going to be.
For my main course, it's Skylar's signature.
I swear to God, if you hand me a bit of paper with your signature on it, like with you've just signed your name on it, I'm not going to be happy.
I don't know if that's actually food. I don't trust anything that you're going to serve us, to be quite honest.
Crusty nose, contour and a flat wig.
Well, that's very rude, isn't it? And for my dessert, it's Coke à la surprise.
Surprisitaire.
Coke with a surprise? Coke makes sense. I'm concerned what you can put with that.
Surprisitaire. Surprisitaire. That's not a word, is it? Have you made that up? Well, you have told me exactly nothing with these titles of these dishes, so I'm none the wiser, and I'm going into this as skeptically as I was 10 minutes ago.
And you know what, Ramona? That's what I want. But let's find out what those titles mean.
For my starter, it's spit roast. But I bet you're wondering what the spit stands for. It stands for Special People Enjoy, with an I, Toast. So I'm going to be making a lovely, lovely vegetarian roast dinner laid out on a lovely piece of ciabatta. Let's start making it. So I'm going to get a potato, like so, and just cut it up, like that. And then I'm also going to be making some stuffing, which is sage and onion, which I know for a fact is vegetarian, because sage is a vegetable, and so is an onion. So, for my main course, it's Skylar's signature, and I bet you're wondering what my signature is. Well, if you know anything about me, I'm a young, petite lady, and the only thing that I live by and swear off is pasta and cheese. I know what you're thinking, it's a little bit basic, isn't it? But pasta and cheese, the way that Daddy makes it, is one of the best dishes that you'll ever eat. So let's get the pasta. We've got fusilli. We're gonna pop this in the pan. I also picked up some penne. Oh shit, that's a lot. Let's hope the girls are hungry after that starter. So, it's time to grate our cheese. So, I've got my lovely Come Drag with a chopping board, which you can get now at our merch store.
We don't have a merch store.
Oh, it doesn't exist. Oh, never mind. And now, just like Lavender Sniff's voice, we grate.
So, the food preparation is well and truly underway for my guests.
Scooby-Doo up away, yeah!
And after that lovely musical interlude, I think it's time I try my cheese.
So, earlier on, when I was out, I bought a plank. So, like I said, I think in a restaurant, you'd have it on a plank, wouldn't you? Let's get to plating up. So I'm going to start. We've got the ciabatta. It's nice and toasted. It's been under the grill. And then I'm going to get the bits of the Christmas dinner, or the spit roast, as I like to call it.
Skylar starts plating up her starter. And you know what, my love? That looks absolutely scrumptious if I do say so myself. To myself. And on that rather bizarre note,
I think the guests are at the door.
up first, it's Ramona.
Just checking myself out in the mirror. I wonder who that is. Hello. Oh my god!
I'm gonna come in your house.
Cool!
Every good dinner party guest should come with a gift. But contrary to the 6 that you gave me in my dinner party, you are a massive fan of me, and so I got you a t-shirt of me.
Wow, I love it.
It suits you.
Thank you. Are you gonna come inside to the dinner
Yep,
party? I'll be 1 second, I just need to go to the toilet. It's been a while since I've had a dinner party, so I do need to get a little cloth, if that's okay, to wipe this off.
Yeah,
I'll be
sure.
2 seconds. I think this'll do.
And finally, Molly's here.
Hello! How are you?
I'm good. You look alright.
I know what I'm thinking right now. How are you not behind the camera?
Yeah, I enchanted it, so it just films
So it floats?
Yeah.
Okay, well let's see if it'll float with us. Follow me. Now this is Ramona.
Wow, I've never met you before.
I think it's about time I get the food ready.
Yeah, probably.
Cool. I'll just head over to the kitchen.
And with that drizzle of gravy, my starter is ready. It's Skylar's starter, spit roast.
The spit roast. So this is a ciabatta. So basically it's got stuffing, which is sage and onion. It's got potatoes, Yorkshire puddings, a vegetarian gravy, and to finish it off, a little bit of grounded white pepper. What do you like?
So much.
No, it's,
So what's on the top of this? What is
so
it?
it's sage and onion.
No, what goes into the stuff? What is it, like Yorkshire pudding? What is it?
What do you mean?
She just said.
Everything.
Oh.
We have a jumper. Oh. I personally am really enjoying it. I've gone onto something with this one. I'm glad you're all enjoying it.
I know we've been being a little bit, but this is edible. I want to finish it.
To be fair, actually like edible and nice.
I told you I can come out.
Or
That was my teeth.
it was.
Gorgeous.
Well, are we ready for the main course?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go wash my hands.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. The toilet's just out there. All in here. Moving on.
It's time for mains. Any advice, Skylar?
This is something that I learnt back in Italy with Grava Gorgonce. She was the most perfect chef. She taught me a lot.
And with that, my next course is ready to be served. For mains, it's Skylar's signature or pasta and cheese.
It's pasta and cheese.
I'm not gonna lie, this is up there with Viola.
Honestly.
Really? I feel like I've done an alright meal. Everyone was wondering, I was getting messages from people being like, what would you do if you cooked? And I think it was a Poppy Petals. She's a undiscovered drag artist from Liverpool. She said that I should have my own episode. So I thought, why not do it? It is the kind of dishes that I wanted to serve tonight.
And sadly, that does bring us to the end of my main course. However, I still have to do my dessert. It's time for the surprise. It's time for dessert. Coke alla sorpresa.
This is our dessert. It is Coke alla sorpresa. Well, dig in, girls. I'll go after you.
It just tastes like Coke. So what does this dish mean to you, Skylar? Why have you chosen to use this?
So, Coca-Cola is one of my favourite drinks. And yeah, the surprise was just something to top it all off with. Yeah, if you see me shitting myself behind the DJ box at New Union later, just know it was this.
This is it's not as good as the rest of it has been,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah, we've left on a bit of a sour note.
Yeah.
But
I think it's more of a minty note.
it's been lovely, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's time for taxis.
So, the starter was definitely edible. The main was lovely. Pasta with cheese, are you joking? Dessert is where we started to encounter some issues, per se. Overall, I think I'm going to give Skylar a solid 6.
Okay, so Skylar's starter was quite nice. I'm not a fan of messy food, so I wish we'd had a plate, I wish we'd had some cutlery, but it was edible. Main, gorgeous, loved it, the kind of thing I eat all the time. The dessert, I think I lost a tooth, not a fan, also wasn't food. So for those reasons, I'm giving Skylar a 7.
So with Molly and Ramona's scores, that brings me to 20 out of 20. And with my jury points, I'm going to give myself a 10, which brings my score to 30 out of 30. Which means that if I was competing, I would definitely be the winner of this season. However, that's not the case. But we still need to find out who has won Come Drag With Us.
So that's it for this episode, and I hope you enjoyed my special. But next week, it's our final. I'll see you next week.
Ta-ra!
Hello. Oh my god! Non-binary people scare me. Can we go again?